Spartacus wakes up and he's shackled. A man then cuts his hair. Batiatus' wife complains about the drought and isn't pleased about the amount he paid for Spartacus. Glaber will be visiting soon and Batiatus has plans for Spartacus and the future. Spartacus is then thrown among the gladiators during a bath. They all despise him. He's told that he's at Ludus, a school for gladiators. Crixus is antagonistic. The new recruits are lined up with insults are thrown towards them. The trainer then enters. He asks them what's beneath their feet. When the man says sand, they all laugh. When Crixus asks the same question, he says it's sacred ground watered with tears of blood. The master appears and says that they're all blessed. He wants them to prove themselves among the gladiators. The trainer then attacks Spartacus by saying that he's a coward and a deserter. When Batiatus says that Spartacus wouldn't last against his gladiators, he's not fond of the remark. The trainer then wants a demonstration with practice swords. When he doesn't react, the trainer shouts, "Spartacus!" and he strikes with his whip. He grabs it and says that it's not his name, but he's thrown towards the ground. The trainer says that his name and life is what they decide. When he's given a real sword, he still refrains. When the man says to send him to the mines, he suddenly decides to strike, but Crixus suddenly jumps in. He fights, but proves to be no match against Crixus. As Crixus walks off, he throws his sword. When he repels it, it accidentally kills another man. Spartacus is taken down and the trainer says that holding up 2 fingers is a plea for mercy. When he doesn't do it, the trainer says to bash his skull, but Batiatus stops it as he needs to keep him around until Glaber arrives. Crixus and Lucretia look at each other. The men then train heavily in a variety of ways in a scorching heat. A man by the name of Varro says that he's in there because of debt. He wants to feed his wife and child from the earnings of the battles in the arena. Batiatus is told that he's 3 months behind on payment for grain. He wants to pay after the games, but then the man says it will be 30% interest. He agrees to this. The recruits are taken out during the night and forced to walk in circles carrying logs. The sun finally rises and only then they're allowed to stop. The morning training is about to begin again. As they're about to eat, Barca spills the food purposely. He and Crixus are having a great time. Asher hands a piece of bread to Spartacus and says he's able to get many things in and out. He favors Spartacus to win and hopes for Crixus' fall in the upcoming test. He is then taken away and shackled. Glaber enters the cell. He is still furious because he fell in the eyes of the senator due to Spartacus' actions. He wants him to suffer in his current state. As he departs, he gives him the piece of cloth that he gave to his wife. The man's soldiers raped her and then he sold her. Spartacus is furious. Glaber then leaves for Rome whilst Illydia enjoys the training sessions. Spartacus is then commanded to fight. The man bests him and Glaber passes by. Spartacus stares at him. He's then hit in the face. This gladdens Glaber. Spartacus takes the man down and almost kills him. The Doctori pulls him off. As he's taken, he cries after the fleeting fabric of his wife. The Doctori wants to send Spartacus to the mines as he's a wild and unpredictable Thracian, but Batiatus sees the passion in Spartacus and wants him around, but also to make money off of him. The man then hands him the piece of fabric. Batiatus summons Spartacus. He believes that every man has worth. After inquiring, Spartacus tells him that his wife was taken by Glaber. Batiatus asks him if he would kill to get back to his wife. He would kill them all for such a cause. And so Batiatus requests that he does this in the arena and gains his freedom ultimately. He hands him the fabric and says he should pass the test and he'll help him to reunite with his wife. The test finally begins. Vara fights and he passes the test. Up next, Marcus fights Barca. As he charges, he's cut down instantly. Spartacus is then called upon to fight Crixus. He tells him it's his final lesson, and so Spartacus reflects one more time. The men fight violently, but Spartacus is no match. Batiatus nods to Crixus to deliver the final blow. Just at that moment, Spartacus pulls the fabric from underneath Crixus' feet and pushes him off the stage. As Spartacus wants to strike him, Batiatus says that he has passed the test. Lucretia is angry, but Asher is happy. The men are then accepted and branded to the Gladiator Brotherhood of Batiatus.